Hello everybody, my name is Jean Michel Pilc. I'm a pianist and improviser, jazz pianist and improviser, even though I like to play all kinds of music, not only jazz per se. I just like to improvise. That's what I love to do, and that's something that I learned how to do starting in the previous century, in the prehistory, where there was no iPhone, no applications, and I learned this music by ear, by listening to records and practicing on the piano, trying to sing and play along what I sang. I'm making a long story short, of course. And when David sent me his MelodEar application a few weeks ago and asked me what I thought about it, I had kind of a revelation that in a way he had found a way to modelize what I did without knowing that I was doing it years ago as a self-taught jazz and improvising pianist who didn't have that kind of technology at his disposal. And then I watched the beautiful video that David Links and Camille Berthaud did together, and it totally comforted me in that impression. And what they do, and what I would like to show you briefly today, to show a bit my connection to this wonderful application, MelodEar, is how I discovered I would say two levels of music, the map and the territory. You know, map and territory, when you look at a map, you see where things are, but you don't see the territory. It's abstract. You have the same thing with a GPS. You know, you drive with a GPS. The GPS tells you where you are, but you don't have that perception of the territory. For that, you need your eyes, your ears, etc., your senses. I see music a bit like that, and to me, before you can navigate the territory, you kind of need a map to know where you are, where you're going. Then once you know that, once you master that, then you can plunge yourself in the territory and forget about the map and be musically free. And that's exactly what Camille and David do during the video when they switch from working with the app to pure improvisation, which is a very striking moment. So for example, taking a tune like Blue in Green, which I think is pretty appropriate for a short demonstration, you know, I would start with the first chord, which is kind of a G minor 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 3, 4, 6. Sorry, 1, 3, 5, 6, etc. So I could kind of like simulate the way I would work with the application, and then going from one chord to the other. Now I'm going to switch to an instrument that I feel really very comfortable with, which is the whistle, because I'm a better whistler than singer. You don't want to hear me sing. I sing in tune, but my voice is what you hear here. So I'm going to whistle and show you what I see as going from the territory, from the map, sorry, to the territory. So first chord. You see, I whistle scales and arpeggio to discover how this territory feels. Then I'm going to go to the next chord. And you see, I find a note that is common to the two chords, which is what you see visually on the app, which is very beautifully made, so that I can go from the first to the second chord and keep exploring this map, keep navigating with this GPS, so to speak. I can also play unison with my piano, of course. That's something I did a lot when I was younger, to build the connection between my whistle or my voice and the instrument, which is something you can also do with the app. It's another great point of that. I'm doing very simple things. I'm already a bit in improvisation mode here. I'm not exactly in map mode anymore. I'm kind of in between the map and the territory. So I'm going to do it again from the beginning. I'm going to be in map mode. Etc. So you see, I'm really feeling how the map, shows me where to go, left and right, up and down. Then I kind of do that for a pretty long time, until that map sinks somewhere in my brain and goes to the subconscious zone of my brain. Because what I want to do is be able to let go of my conscious, exploration and go into subconscious exploration, which is, to me, the true meaning of improvisation. So, and then I'm able to improvise. So what you can do with that map, with that application, is really build that map very, very carefully, until you really feel it, and then let it go and go to the territory the way Camille and David did. Now I'm going to do, just for fun, a little whistle improvisation on blue and green, so you see what kind of freedom and ease and naturalness, and that organic naturalness, that type of process can lead to. What I can acquire once I have this knowledge of the territory, of the map, sorry, I keep confusing the two, of the map, is really that ability to escape the chords, because now I feel them, they're like the floor on which I walk, so I don't need to look at the floor anymore, like, when kids learn how to walk, they look to the ground. Now you can look up, look forward to the future, to the next note, to the next notes, and build your melodies and get more and more, I would say, more and more freedom from those chords and use them as a floor on which you can evolve, dance, and escape. I hope you enjoy, and I warmly recommend MelodEar, which I think is a very, very nice way to practice what I described here. Thank you so much.